guys? Welcome back to the DC Show. This is T. McNeil. Today is Monday. Let's talk some more Nike Air Jordan news. So guys, I don't know if you're actually fans of the Air Jordan 14s, but they're going to be re-releasing this year in 2019, and they're called the Air Jordan 14, but this time they're the Varsity Red editions. Alright, and what we'll do is we'll talk about the price point. We'll go over the release date. I'll put some pictures up of the shoes as well, so you guys can get a general idea of what they look like. Also, I'll put a picture up of different locations of where you can actually purchase the shoes. Alright, so without further ado, let's actually jump into a little bit of information about the shoes. Now, it does say, guys, that the Air Jordan 14, as mentioned earlier, is indeed inspired by sleek design of the Italian exotic car brand Ferrari, mixing in smooth and tumble leather with an aggressive midsole designed to look like the chassis of the Ferrari 550 Maranello, while the Jumpman logo itself is encased in a badge very similar to the car maker's own emblem, which I can't see that. Goes on to say that this marks the first time the Varsity Red has returned to the market since 2012. So these lovingly remastered Air Jordan 14s are sure to be popular when they release on April the 6th for $190 US. So guys, there you have it, April 6th. The shoes will be dropping actually in a few days. Okay, today's April 1st. And they're going to be, again, $190. Now, the official colorway of the shoes is white, varsity red, metallic, silver, and black. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and put some images up of the shoe so you guys can get a general idea. Now, if you look close, guys, it does have that white leather right around the toe box area. It's definitely got that old school look and an old school style and appeal to it, which I do like a lot. I like the leather on the side of the shoe, followed by the individual stitching from the front of the leather all the way to the back of the leather. And as you can see, guys, I like all the little individual holes that was punched in during the production of this shoe. You know, I'm not sure if it's a aesthetic thing or if it actually does serve a purpose, but it does look good for the most part. I can see from just looking at it, the overall style of the shoe, that being kind of having that Ferrari look to it. It doesn't obviously look exactly like the car looks, but you can kind of see the general idea of where they got that premise from. Okay, if we look, guys, around the back of the shoe, I do like the old school 23 numbered symbol right there on the back. That looks great. It looks very old school, as I mentioned before. I do like the all black Jumpman logo, and I do like also the little bit of the red at the top of the back portion of the heel. It's not like a leather. It kind of looks more like a some kind of a soft, I don't know if that's like a cotton type material or not, but obviously that does look great. And if you see, guys, around the back of the shoe also, you have the individual stitching around each side of the 23, again kind of giving it that old school feel. If you can see on that image as well, the back of the tongue has the XIV, or 14 for that matter, stitched in the back in red with the black tongue. I think that looks great as well, guys. Now if we go to the front portion of the shoe, it has the Jordan symbol stitched in the top of the shoe. And if you look at the bottom of the tongue, guys, it has that same hole punch design in the leather as the size of the shoe as well, and it goes all the way down from what we can see, guys, at the bottom of the tongue. So obviously that's a good looking thing. Now with the shoestrings, obviously they're all white. So what you guys could do is, always like to say, you can swap them out or you can leave them as is. I think the white shoestrings look fine, but if you want to mix it up a little bit more, I would probably, like I said, throw in maybe some red shoestrings, maybe throw in some black shoestrings, just to spice the style up a little bit. And especially if you throw black in there, because it'll kind of contrast with the black and red at the top of the tongue and the various points of red throughout the shoe. So that'll obviously be a good looking thing as well. And again, like I said, the toe box area looks like it does have that premium or that white leather, so to speak. So could it crease? Possibly, but as I always mention to you guys, you know, you have to walk in these shoes normal. You know, you can't walk like a zombie. You know, you gotta walk like God intended your foot to pivot and move in a certain way. So you can't walk flat foot, because not only you will look ridiculous, but you know, it's just not going to work out for you. Okay. And then lastly, guys, we look at the bottom of the shoe. Now this is probably one of my favorite part. I do like how they broke up the design throughout the bottom of the shoe. I like the white Jumpman logo in the middle of the shoe. I like the little black button symbol right there around the bottom of the toe area where it has the XIV in it, or the 14. I think that looks great. And then you just followed by an all white shoe. Okay. So again, guys, you know, I don't have my hands on the shoes. I may or may not get these shoes. I'm not going to promise you guys that, but they do look great. And like I said, they have that definite old school style and feel from the 90s, and you know, which a lot of shoes back then obviously did have. So it's a great looking piece. Nike never, to me, fails to, you know, come up with these excellent designs. And a lot of times, guys, the shoes are just rehashed anyway. They're, you know, recreated to look just like the first generation shoes from back in the day anyway. So like I always tell the kids these days, I said, look, you know, these Jordans that you got on your feet, 9 times out of 10 were already released, you know, 20 plus years ago before you were even born. You know, but a lot of them, for some reason, you know, they seem to think that these are brand new shoes. Okay, they may be brand new to you, but it doesn't mean that they're brand new to older folks like myself or the entire marketplace. All right, so you guys give me your thoughts and opinions on them. Is this a shoe that you guys will cop, or will you pass on? Let me know. And again, it is $190, so that's typically the going rate for most Jordans nowadays. For some reason, doesn't necessarily mean that because they cost almost $200 that I necessarily agree with it. You know, I don't, because again, at the end of the day, they are re-releases. Okay, they're not like a brand new shoe, like, you know, why not 0.2s and other shoes that really wasn't out in the past. Okay, so again, you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions. Let me know if it's a cop or a pass. And let's actually go ahead right now, guys, and throw up where to actually buy the shoes. So now you can see, guys, this is the list right here, and it actually has the different time periods as well, and time zones that you can actually buy from each one of these outlets here. All right, guys, so you do have Nike on there. You can see East Bay. You can see the Nike sneakers app on there. You can definitely see Finish Line, Asphalt Gold, Soul Box, TGWO, BSTN, etc. All right, so this is where, guys, you can actually purchase the shoes from. So if you guys have any other questions or any comments, definitely let me know above, and we'll go, or below, and we'll go from there. All right. Also, make sure that you like and share this content. I would definitely appreciate that. Also, if you enjoy the content, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. And lastly, do not forget to tap the bell symbol so that you receive notifications when the DC Show puts up new content. So I appreciate you guys watching and listening and tuning in. Until the next time, have a good one.